Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Guess what? I went to a GameStop, they had a sale, and I didn't buy anything. That's a lie. I have no self control when it comes to video games, you know that. But I am here to give you some good tips, right? Let's say you want to start collecting. Maybe you're in the middle of collecting right now, and you would like to have better games. Maybe you want to upgrade. Maybe you want to buy that holy grail that you've been wanting for a long time. Well, let me tell you how I've gotten mine. I'll show you a little trick that always works. It's been working forever, and it works best when you go to GameStop. Now, let me start by saying right now, go take advantage. Right? If you're collecting in mass, you want to build a collection like this. Right now they have four games for $10 and 4 games for $20, right? If they're $4.99 or less, like this here, and buy 4 games, and you can get them for $2.50. Even less if you're a pro member, you get a discount, right? So I bought all these games, and on top of that, I get more discounts. I think another $5 discount. So, and I bought a shirt for my daughter. She's into some Japanese character. I bought her that. Great time. But how can you turn these discounts into your holy grail? Well, let me tell you. First of all, let me show you the games that I've got. Battlefield 3 for the PlayStation 3. I'm beefing up my PS3 collection, if you will. As I told you before, I was curating it, got rid of some of the games I knew I was never going to play, and wanted to get more action-based games that I know that I love to play. Here's another one. You don't see that often in the wild. That's Beowulf. Look at that. Yep. I also got something for the PlayStation 4. Ooh. Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Oh, yeah. Very nice. An oldie but goodie. Right? Look at this. Unreal Tournament for the PS3. $4.99. Unreal Tournament 3. All right. Here we go. Staying with the number 3. Dead or Alive 3. Look at that. And you can even get older games. They've restocked all their stores. They went through a revamp, because in my store, the one that I had closest, they took them all out. And for like a month, there was nothing. There was nothing there for me. I had to drive to a further store in order to look at retro games. Well, that's no longer the case. They brought them back. And it's a good thing that they did, especially because it's a sale now, and they're moving stuff. Look at that. Mech Assault Lone Wolf for the original Xbox. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Hey, there's the Clone Wars, remember? For the Wii. $4.99. Alright, so it's actually $2.50. $2.50. Remember that. What about a Wii title? Nintendo Wii Land. There you go, Nintendo Land. That's $5, right? Because it's $9.99, half price, $5. Now, you're saying, well, Gen X Gamer, what do I do with all that information? What if I don't like Nintendo Land or Clone Wars or any of the other games that I showed you? But, don't sleep. Don't sleep on classic Xbox. Let me tell you that. These are complete in box, booklets and everything, right? You have to be selective when you're getting this stuff. Look at that. Okay? And a lot of people, the mistake they make is they won't buy games to trade at all, even when they're complete in box. Okay, so I'm not actively collecting now, and it's harder for me, guys. It's harder for me to collect because, I have so many games. There's only so many games that I want from each collection, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do complete collections or anything like that. It's so crazy right now that if I made a video, right, check this out. If I made a video for every game in here, right, that's 365, Jesus Christ, 365 days a year. It'd take me, I think, a little bit over 3 years to talk about every single video game. If I made one video a day, geez, that's insane to think of, right? Yeah, there's so many. But guys, the thing is that you can take these games, buy them on these sales, and you wait. You wait for your local retro game store to start getting desperate for product. And what do? they'll tell you we'll give you, 1/3 extra trade-in credit. Well, you bought it for $2.50. If they give you $5, you doubled your money. You doubled your money in store credit towards the thing that you want to buy. This is why you want to buy in bulk here and hold. But the key is, guys, the real key is that when you do this, you have to buy the good games. Try to pick the best of whatever they have for the $5, for whatever, and you always come up ahead. The least I've ever made when I turn around this product is 20% of my money. What bank is going to pay you 20% on your money? That's a great investment, even in stocks. Right? These are tips that I'm giving you that you can use, and you can use them over and over again. This is a glitch that doesn't end. Right? Because I've been doing these 4 for 10s, 4 for 20s for the last, since 2019. Yeah, so it's 7 years of doing this. Right? That's how you build a collection. That's how you get your holy grails. But it's a grind, guys. People that tell you, oh, you just come on Facebook Marketplace and you go here, you go there, garage sales. A lot of that stuff is gone. You can still find it once in a while. Don't get me wrong. Like I found that, Super Junior's Super Nintendo, right? Like you find those things once in a while, but not all the time. You can't rely on that to build a great collection. It's too far, between now. A lot of the value there has been extracted, but you can grind, and that's just the key here, guys. You need to grind. You need to be at it if you want to build this kind of collection, especially in the 6th, 7th generation, 5th generation. There are deals out there to be had, right? If I turn all these around, right? If I get something like these games are keeping, guys. I'm not turning these around. But if I was, right? These I think with every this is $30 worth of games, right? Because I bought 4 at $9. That's 20, and I got 4 at $5. Which is 10. That's $30. If I were to take these games into a store and they gave me $45, I'd be more than happy, right? And they have games, I have games, everybody's happy. And you build, right? And you at that time, because you're doing it with a store, you don't even have to take the store credit. You could just keep it in your account and keep building it until you have enough credit in the store to get exactly what you want, to get that turbo graphics, to get that, Super Nintendo, whatever game you want, GoldenEye or what have you, right? That's what I did. If you remember, GoldenEye, I took some games in for trade-in. What kind of games do you think I take in? I took in games that I got at the 4 for 10, 4 for 20, that I got on sale, put them in there, and they're like, oh my gosh, you got $115 of credit. The game's $175. $60 for a GoldenEye, doing it that way? Why not? All day, every day. That's how you build a collection that's curated. But guys, like I said, it takes hard work. You got to be a real game hoarder. You got to stay on top of your game. This is how you do it. GameStop has the games out there. Go take advantage if you want to collect or if you want to trade them for later. It doesn't get any better than this. $2.50 a game, $5 a game. What more can you ask for? Not a lot. Not in these days. Not in these times. Not with the price of gas the way it is. Guys, happy shopping. Thank you, humans, for joining me. If you like to leave a comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel. Guys, I thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.